Okay.
To start the meeting, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Bernice, and the rest, you may introduce yourself.
I am Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Bernice.
Hi, I'm ZAIRI, and this is Haziqah.
Hi, I'm Haziqah. I'm sharing the device with ZAIRI.
Zurain
And
and
hello, I am BADRINA.
Badrina. All right.
Hi, sir. I'm AZRA, and this is ANNIESHA.
Initial. Okay. And you are Sarah.
Mm. So basically, if you happen to like forget their names or anything, I think we can look at it in the participant list on the
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
I would prefer a short name or nickname. Over here in Hania, all my students are using nickname. Like Lisa, Blackpink, Cream. They're using like that kind of Bass. They're not using their own name. Okay. All right.
So, okay, let's just proceed with the first question.
Can you just tell me about your group and what year are you at now and
Oh, sure.
yeah.
Sure. So our group right now, we are in our 5th semester. We are a batch of English and communication. Yeah, 5th semester. So it's like basically a 3rd year, but yeah, 1st semester, 3rd year, 1st semester, 5th semester. So we are a group of English and communication students in UNIZA, which is located in Terengganu. And we currently are studying many other subjects that are related to corporate communication that is also related to like the current one that we are doing right now is public relations.
All right. Subject. Of course.
The subject. Yes. It's and let me just think. So currently this is a project, like it's more of an assignment. So it's to help us to connect more with more PR professionals and like to understand the workforce and everything, the prospects, and like what are we supposed to expect before if we do intend to like pursue this job, you know?
Understand?
Yeah. So I think it's a really good opportunity given by our lecturer, which is Dr. Zanaria. She has said that she knew you, so she also was really enthusiastic in saying like, oh
She knew
yeah,
me?
sure.
Oh.
Apparently she knew you.
From?
I think she knew you from events, past events, or like maybe through her feed, her LinkedIn feed, I think. So
okay.
I'm like, okay.
So she was the one who proposed my name to your group, is it?
Oh no, it's I'm the one who look around because I was like looking for people to ask for interview and stuff. So I found your name on LinkedIn via a mutual of mine on LinkedIn, Rose AFIQAH. So I'm like, oh, interesting. And I'm like tapping in and checking, oh, and I saw your achievements and everything. I think, yeah, I think you would be a nice person to interview. So that's why I proposed your name to my lecturer.
How sure are you that I'm nice?
Thank you.
Okay, good. Now everyone is smiling good. I want this to be like in Malaysia we call santai, right? Because today is Friday. Just relax, just and chill. Okay, so basically you are correct me if I'm wrong. Your course is English for communication.
Yes. Oh no,
And
it's
you have
English with communication. So we learn for like English with communication. So it's like we learn English and also communication skill as a whole. You can see it as English major, communication minor.
Okay, so meaning you have two, the course is English with communication.
Yes.
2 majors, English and communication. For communication, you have public relation and communication, something like that.
For communication, we let's just say we focus on communication aspect as in like the corporate communication aspect and also mass media, mass communication.
So where does PR come from?
If I'm not wrong, PR came from like the first concept of PR came from America, right?
No. What I meant just now was where does PR come in? Sorry, come in with from your course in communication or in English or.
for our courses, at first it started with corporate communication, and then it go to negotiation communication, and then it start to public relations
For this semester.
for this semester.
So it's just
So-
subject or course? Subject, is it?
Yes.
Ruginya. Okay, alright. Sangat rugi because public relation is something that very uh, good for you to venture in actually. Something like that. And okay, so now I know about your courses because I didn't know that UNIZA has communication or PR in the teaching PR or communication in your university. And I'm sorry, Bernice, I didn't know that UNIZA. I was thinking that UNIZA before that. I'm thinking that UNIZA is only for Muslim. I didn't know that they open it for. Because previously during my time, UNIZA is only for Muslim.
Yes,
Like
and they
some-
eventually open it up for like non-Muslims.
Yeah.
It's quite recent, I think.
I understand because I'm from UIA, so basically those who cannot enroll in UIA, they will enroll at UNIZA previously.
So before it was
Okay,
actually
Apa dia?
before it was
One by one.
Kuza, and then it ventured out to UNIZA.
Yes. Apa nama tadi?
Kuza.
Kuza.
Polish.
Yes.
Agama.
Because my ex-girlfriend was there.
and we actually have a Bachelor of Public Relations.
We do have a course
We
for
do have a
public
course for it.
relations.
Okay. For your degree, meaning it's separate from English with communication.
Yes.
Yes.
Under the same faculty.
What faculty?
Language and
with
communication.
communication.
Okay.
Ah.
Alright. Now siapa interview siapa sekarang ni? Siapa interview siapa sekarang ni? Okay.
We are on our 11th week.
First of all, Sawadika and Assalamualaikum to every one of you and good morning to every one of you. So I believe you have read my profile, but don't believe whatever you read. That is the basic communication. Okay, you have to know before you believe. That's basic communication. Yeah, okay. But in my profile, semua tu betul, tak tipu punya sumpah. Okay, so basically, I'm a PR professional for the past 20 years. I've been with lots of organizations. Actually, it's more than 12 because I've been job hopping for the past 20 years. And from the property, oil and gas, shipping company, water industry, sewage industry, transportation, government agencies, and also foundations, yayasan, before I came to Hanyai. Actually, for information, this position was offered to me back in 2021. But at that time, we had COVID, right? And lots of cases in Malaysia. So I decided not to accept this offer. So I joined the government agency. But recently, somewhere in July, they offered me again this position as a foreign expert in this Prince of Songkran University. And that's the reason why I accepted this offer because it's I would say that one in a lifetime offer. Rugi kalau tak terima this offer. And now from corporate, I come into the academic profession. So that's something about me. Yeah. So I think better we start with your video question rather than because we got in 9 minutes time.
All right, sure. So the first question that we would like to ask you is regarding to ethical practices. So we did notice that in your profile that you really value ethical practice, like you value honesty above everything else in your work. So can you share an instance where you had to navigate a challenging ethical situation in your public relations career? If so, how did you address it?
Okay, meaning unethical issue, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, I studied PR since 1999, and then I practiced for the past 20 years, and this is the 20 years for me practicing as a PR professional. And the most important thing that I developed since the day that the day that I studied public relations and communication was never tell a lie even if it hurts. Never tell a lie even if it hurts. That is the most important thing. Because even in life, you mustn't tell lie. Even with your family, you mustn't tell lie. Especially with your lecturers, you mustn't tell lie, right? Even then when you practice it, then when you work, it's easier for you. So that's the reason why I really stress on honesty, right? Okay, for basically through my experience, what I can share with every one of you is there's lots of unethical behavior or unethical actions or practice by the so-called PR practitioners. Okay, number one, you have to know that there's a lot of so-called PR practitioners out there. Have you watched my video, Miss Bernice?
Yes.
I use the term PR practitioners wannabe.
Yes, you did.
What you understand with that term, wannabe?
Who is basically saying that people who wants to be but would not be.
Yes, it's just like, okay, this is what okay. If you read, has everyone read my profile? Okay,
I assume
I
so.
was the youngest. Okay, I was the youngest PR. Sorry, I was the youngest council member in the Institute of Public Relations Malaysia, IPRM. Have you heard about IPRM?
Yes.
I think you do. You met Jafri, the current president, like a few days ago, or last week or few months. Last month, I'm not sure. I saw on one of your LinkedIn. Jafri is the current president. During my time, the president was Datin Shamin Abdul Jalil. She was the sister to Datuk Shahrizah Abdul Jalil. And according to her, and I quote, she said, Shabli, there's a lot of PR practitioner outside, just like a tin kosong. Empty tin, empty can. They are just PR from the outside, but inside kosong, tin kosong. Meaning outside they are well-groomed, pakai smart, pakai ni semua, but inside they have no knowledge on PR. That's why a lot of people say that, can you go to the government office and make some PR and do some PR? That's PR. Can you go and meet this person and do some PR? That's PR. That's not PR. PR is all about communication, organizational communication, event management, media relation, branding, advertising, strategic communication. It's all about that. When we talk, that's communication. That's not PR. And through my experience, there's lots of so-called PR practitioners out there where they don't have any knowledge in PR. They didn't learn about PR, but they are working in the PR department. Okay, and okay, this where it leads to the unethical behavior. Whereas, if you can see in lots of, this is through my experience here, in lots of corporate communication office, or now they call strategic communication office or public relation department, you can never see that all of them have PR background. No, you can never see that. Through my experience, even my head department, degree in tourism, my head department degree in land survey. That is the worst, land survey, lead a PR department. And ada juga yang degree in business, degree in marketing, but they are leading the PR department. It's okay. It's okay because PR ni you can learn from books, you can learn from courses, and you can learn from the industry. But then the true PR practitioners are those who are with PR knowledge and PR experience, a combination of both. Okay, bila unethical yang jadi, okay, for example, okay, this is what I will share with you. I do not want to mention the company. Well, in one of the company, a prominent company, a big organization, where the head department, he gave me 1,000 JASCO voucher to give to the media. I said, Cik, what's this for? Oh, because kita nak media tu, we want to make sure that the media will cover our story and it will be highlighted in the newspaper front page tomorrow. I said, ni dah macam bribery, this is like macam kita rasuah. It's okay, just give to them. No, I didn't give. Because if I give that to the media, to the journalists, they will say that I yang bagi rasuah tu, not with the instruction of my boss. So what I did was I used my PR skill. I used my PR skill to the journalist. I said that, bro, how are you, bro? Can you make sure that this news will come out tomorrow, or at least within 1 week? Yeah. So that's how you deal with the media. Media is the person yang they don't want anything from us because they just want news. That's what they want. They want a newsworthy news, and we are the PR practitioners are the one who are going to provide them with the PR news values to them. Okay, so macam itulah. So basically, if the PR practitioners yang bukan PR background, they will use like that so-called unethical action or unethical gesture in order to make things done. But a true PR practitioners, they don't do that. Something like that. And I will share with you another example where if we are talking about unethical behavior or unethical practice, for example, like in one of the company that I work with, where we deal with okay, I don't mention about the business. So basically, the newspaper, the news about us in the newspaper came out very negative, sangat-sangat negatif. Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening and I'm like,
Okay.
I
Okay.
see.
The news is, I would say that it came out the next day very negative. And then my boss said that, Shabli, you write a letter to the chief editor and ask him to apologize apologize to us. So I said, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. As a PR professional, we don't do that. No. Then she yelled at me, no, Shabli, my instruction is very clear. You have to write a letter to the chief editor. Chief editor is number one, yeah? In the media, chief editor or editor-in-chief, and then baru journalist, stringer, everyone bawah tu semua. So she asked me to write a letter to the chief editor, ask the chief editor to apologize because news too negative. I said, we don't do that. We can do that now, but we can never get their support in the future. You understand that?
Yes.
So what I said, it's okay, point, let me handle this. So I go to that particular news to the media company, and I met the chief editor. I know the chief editor, and I slow talk with him. And you know what happened? He personally came out with just a half-page article in verifying the issue yesterday. That's it. So in terms of news values, we got an increase of news value from there. Just imagine if I wrote the letter and give to the chief editor, what will happen to the company? They will not support the company anymore. So itu yang I mentioned is now, that if the PR department or PR officer in that particular department or company handled by a non-PR practitioner with PR background, itulah jadi dia. So I can share, that's my experience. Actually, it's many actually, tapi pada I macam that's the most prominent lah. Yeah, I can share with both of you.
Yeah. It's nice that you stood your ground and stand firm on it, because I can see that there's people who would give in, you know.
Yes, because that's what I'm very disappointed. Okay, if you okay, what I'm doing now, Ms. Bernice and friends here and PR team, I am through my experience, I can see that lots of students who are very anxious to move into the industry, to become a PR practitioner. They are so happy, they are so eager to join in, but when they came into the industry, they cannot perform. Why? Because they got the wrong information from the lecturer. I'm so sorry to say this. But through my experience, lecturers that I met, majority of them, yeah, this is through my experience, okay? Majority that I met, that they don't even have a PR experience. The PR lecturer don't have a PR experience, working experience. For example, after they completed their degrees, they work in the PR, may or may not working in the PR department. Then they cannot survive. They took masters. They did their master's degrees. After completed, they did their PhD and become a lecturer. So what they are teaching are actually based on books. Yes, it's good, but books are the books that being used in the university are more to Western books, not Malaysian. Not produced by Malaysian. Okay, so basically it works in the UK, it works in Australia, it works in the Europe, but it doesn't work here because of our culture. Okay, for example, like in PR practice in the UK, for example, in Australia, for example, in the US, for example, it's two-way communication. You can yell at that person, okay, probably lah, you can yell at the person, you can say something, but it's two-way communication. But here our culture is very different. Asian culture is very different. Kalau kita sound orang tu kan tegas hati pula, right? So we have to use a proper language, for example, like persuasive communication in order to get things done. But in overseas, no. We just say that, okay, I want it to be done tomorrow. Kalau Malaysia kita dah kata yang, ini apa nak bagi arahan pada aku? But overseas, no, it's not instruction, but it's a request. But in our culture, apa hal dia terteki aku ni? Something like that. It's totally different culture. Okay. Then for that reason, I left my job in the oil and gas. I became a speaker since 2017 until now. Because I want to train, to groom students to come in before they join the industry, then they know what they would expect. Seriously, adik-adik semua, when I joined the industry, I cried. I suffered a lot. And I became a slave to my job. I became humble pada kerja. I'm still single, tak pernah kahwin because I'm slave to my job because I love this PR profession. Because I love to join, I love to do this, to improve that industry semua. So basically, I work underground. That's why I'm just curious from where that you came to know about me, from where that Dr. Zanara came to know about me. Because normally I work underground. I don't go up, I do this work underground. So basically, I will try to improve from beneath.
Yeah.
Right. If you let me talk, I will talk more than 4 hours. Don't worry.
Yeah, so I have to move on to the next question, or else I don't think the others will have time. So yeah. My next question would be, how do you ensure that ethical considerations are integrated into your public relations strategy and campaigns?
Can you repeat that question again?
How do you ensure that ethical considerations are integrated into your public relations strategies and campaigns?
Okay. It's very simple. Walk the talk. You understand the meaning of walk the talk?
Yes.
Faham tak adik-adik? Walk the talk. Angkat tangan kalau faham.
Understand.
Okay, so basically, I will practice it so that it become an example to others, and I will do it whether they like it or not. If they don't like it, I will try to persuade them. I will try to show to them that this is how things can be done. There are many ways that yang boleh kita gunakan, tapi this is the exact practice and need to be done accordingly. Like for example, like masa I'm pretty sure bila you all masa kecil-kecil dulu, bila mak nak suap makan kan, yang like that, right? Kan? And ada yang for example like, why nak susah-susah where you can go to the direct? Ada yang makan macam ni, makan macam ni, but in PR is very simple, it's very directive, straightforward. So there's no shortcut in public relation, there's no shortcut in the practice of public relation. So basically you have to follow the path. So what I did, back to your question, what I did was I walk the talk. Whatever I say, I do. Whatever I preach, I also practice it in my action. So basically that's what I did, walk the talk. And basically it's very hard for them to ada yang can accept it and ada yang cannot accept it. But I have to deal with it. Basically if they cannot accept it, then I just move along. That's it. Because macam if benda tu susah nak bagi orang faham, then I just walk out macam tu. Nah, because some people in the organization, okay, this is through my experience again, ya. Okay, basically apa yang cakap ni through my experience tau. Okay, bukan daripada buku ke daripada orang, tak ada. This is through my experience, 20 years experience. Because I love to share my experience. Okay, through my experience, in many organization, they are too comfort. They are in their comfort zone. They are too comfort with to comfort at their department. They do not like to accept changes. Okay, but basically when there are things can be done easier, kenapa nak guna sistem lama? So normally what I did was I add value to the current system. I do not want to change the system, but I add value to the system, to the current system, so that it's easier for everyone. But for me, it's very simple. If I left the company, meaning the next person can just continue with the job, or else they have to learn back from scratch, from A by Z semua. So yes, again, when it comes to ethical values to be practiced in organizations, it's very difficult for some people to accept it. But normally, if what I did was I go to the proper channel first, according to hierarchy. I go to my when I was an executive, I go to my manager, then I go to my senior manager. If they can accept, I go to the director. Contoh. Because the idea has to be disseminated to the top person. Jangan stop kat situ je. If you have a very good boss, that's why I said this now. If you want to find a job in a big organization because you will develop in that organization. So for example, I was told by my one of my director, he is the director of HR, IT and communication. He said, he called me Chibi. Chibi, If your boss couldn't understand what your point is, if your boss couldn't understand your strategies, you come to me. Because my boss tu degree in business, dia tak tahu pasal PR. This Dato is memang orang PR lah. So then I go to proper channel first, then I go to him. I tak langgar, jangan langgar. Ingat, dalam Malaysia jangan langgar. Your boss akan kecil hati. Like actually, it's not Malaysian cepat kecil hati. So jangan langgar. Go to proper channel. Or later if you did that, you akan kena insubordination. Insubordination meaning ingkar arahan and you akan kena tindakan tata tertib. So you go proper channel first, macam tu. So okay, so betul lah. So how I share the ethical ideas is through proper channel. And when that company is an oil and gas company, the first oil and gas company that I joined in, so you can see from the profile. And that Dato, when I went for the interview with him, there's a lot of candidate. He said, you will get this job because you are a member to IPRM. I've interviewed many people, many candidates, but none of them a member to IPRM. So what's the point of practicing PR if you are not a member to IPRM? So therefore, in my talk, I keep on talking about IPRM. Okay, did I answer the question?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. And then
Sure.
I'll pass it over to Sarah.
I have a question for you. So this is about your daily tasks and responsibilities as a public relations professional. So what are the key daily tasks and responsibilities that you handle as a public relations professional?
Baca soalan
Saya tulis
Nampaknya
soalan
tak
dulu
betul tu.
sebelum. Saya tulis dulu soalan.
Okay. Okay, let me guide you ya. Okay, when I first joined in as an executive, biasanya executive ni tempat kita ni akan dibully lah. Okay, but dibully. When all of you nanti bila you join industry, yes, your first month, your second month adalah tempat you kena bully. Okay, for me, I kena bully for 1 year. But bila kena bully for 1 year, that's where I learn many things. Okay, I learn. Don't argue with your bosses, don't argue with the managers. Just do it because that's where you learn. Okay, my daily task masa I was an executive, masa zaman dulu, you pernah dengar tak newspaper screening?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I did. Baca paper hari-hari. Bosan gila. Saya ni memang tak suka baca buku tau. I don't like to read books. So I have to read papers. Baca paper, buka ni tengok. Okay, tinggal. Then buka utusan, buka berita harian. Even buka Tamil Nesan, buka Nanya Siampau. Semua buka. For the non-Malay language, tengok gambar lah. Kalau ada gambar, itu news kita lah. Okay, that is my daily task as an executive dulu. Okay, beside doing event ke semua. But when time goes on, okay, bila ada jadi manager, dia kerja lain. My job is more to supervise my team. I don't like to call my staff. I call them my team. I never like to call them as my staff. Bukan nampak macam ada jarak. So I call them my team. So I supervise my team and delegate the job to them. At the same time, I also do the job. I'm not the kind of person yang duduk diam tak tahu buat kerja. Tak buat kerja. I'm not the kind of managers where you can see lots of managers. Okay, for example, like Bernice, you do this press release and give it back to me in 3 days' time. Okay, but BADRINA, okay, you call this person and make sure that the news will be covered tomorrow. Then macam tu je. No. If I see my staff, my team tak buat kerja, I akan buat macam tu. I do macam tu.
Sir,
Yes, we work together. Yes.
may I ask what's the relevance of reading various newspapers, even in different languages?
Please ask that to my former boss. Please ask that to my former boss. Okay.
What did you actually get from that?
Okay, basically, the trick is when we have an event yesterday, so tomorrow we have to read the paper. Nak tengok event tu keluar tak covered tak dalam newspaper. That's the reason. Okay, if there is no news, but sometimes we have to also read the news because sometimes ada press conference by other companies that mention about my company. So we just do. But sekarang dah modern. Sekarang you can go with, there's a lot of news monitoring company. Nama NAMA nama, and then lepas tu Zenith Media, ada few where we pay them and they have like some kind of software yang akan monitor everything. Meaning we give them the keyword, for example like public relation professional interview, Sarah, Bernice, and if let's say the keyword to appear, then they will notify us. Ini tak payah baca paper lagi dah. Dah save duit. Dah save time guys tu. So that's the reason why we read newspaper. And at the same time, now it's more modern because they are going to capture all the anything related to us, to the company. Newspaper, magazine, online, social media, TV, radio, semua dia cover. But we have to pay lah a lot. I think it's about 3,000 to 5,000 per month. Macam tu.
Yeah, was that the price that used to be, or is that the current price?
It depends on the package that your company took. The package simple is about 1,000 per month. But this a simple one lah. Dia akan monitor just a simple monitoring. But if you pay more, meaning they will go detail in the monitoring. Even in this interview, if you upload this interview in the social media, you mention my name, for example, Shabli, they capture. Itu. So it's easier.
Okay, sir. Actually, when you mentioned that you...
No, I'm not sir. I'm not sir. I bukan orang UK. Ni kulit mama. Bukan orang UK. Okay.
You actually explained that you used to read newspapers before you got promoted, something like that, right? So I'm actually curious, how would you describe a day in your life as a public relations officer?
I would say that it's a boring life actually. Okay, because in the PR department, or previously it's called corporate competition department, then marketing competition department, then public relations department. There's many names for this department, yeah. Or unit. Dalam agensi kerajaan dia panggil unit, bukan jabatan. Sama dengan jabatan. Okay, basically in PR ni, where they say that PR ni ada event adalah kerja. Ada event adalah kerja. PR ni. Okay, so that's the reason why many of corporate organisation, they see that PR department is not important. And through my experience, corporate communication department is the first department will go out if anything happen to the company. Kalau company nak bankrupt, the PR department is the first one yang kena buang. Okay, number one. And number two, when you ask me just now, okay, basically what my daily routine is news monitoring. Macam dulu lah news monitoring and media call up. If there is nothing to do, there is nothing to do. But as for me, if there's nothing to do, I will create my own job. I will create my own job. Yeah, because seriously, I do not know how to just sit still doing nothing. I tak tahu. Because for me, I ni gemuk gaji halal bukan gemuk gaji haram. Okay, so basically, I will create job. For example, in my first company, when I work with MKLN Holdings BORHAN, so my job is more to corporate communication and event management. I'm also the MC for the company. Okay, but when I have no job, okay, so what I did was I just because MKLN is the property developer, so I have a research background. So I collect the data and I did a research study, 107 pages. And I give to the arwah Tan Sri Mustafa Kamal, the report to him. And he loved the report because the report is exactly what he want. But he do not know who can handle it. But I just give I did the report and give it to him and I got promoted because of that report. The rest of my team member, they just tak ada kerja, duduk pergi lepak mama ke apa ke, ataupun borak-borak, gosip-gosip. Atau zaman dulu ada Friendster, not Facebook, Friendster, zaman kuno dulu. So they just macam itulah. As for me, no. And same goes with all of you. My advice is, if you don't have anything to do, create your job. Write something. Kalau tak ada kerja pun nanti, just write something. All of you are good in English kan? Write an article. And then lepas tu, for example, like, if you are working in oil and gas, for example, so write an article about oil and gas, write an article about the health, safety and environment, and letak nama your chairman. Okay, and give to the media. I give to your boss lah. Give to your boss and give to the media. So the media will cover the article and gambar chairman you guys too. That's what I did before. When I was in the water industry, I wrote an article about the water industry in Malaysia, about the water issue, and then I put gambar chairman. I give to my boss. My boss approve. Then I give to the media. Keluar. And
so for example, if you want to like expand your influence in your company, that this is just an example. Since I found out from my mother that Malaysia is having paddy issues, rice issues like that. So
Rice?
if right,
Okay.
so we can write an article about that instead of doing nothing.
Yeah. Write an
Ah,
article. Okay, write an article. Write article which yang what for example like to educate, meaning educational article to educate the public, to educate the audience, but use the name of your chairman. Jangan guna nama GM or your head department. Just guna nama GM, and then for example like no sorry, your head department. Let's say the head department is AZRA AFIQAH. So letak itu AZRA AFIQAH, CEO of company blah, 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 blah. Okay, then bagi pada media, media suka artikel tu, and furthermore now tengah isu tu, and this apa tu CEO pun AZRA AFIQAH ni pun dia cover about that one, dah keluar. Just imagine if we want to have our article to come out in newspaper, for example, ya, katakanlah macam this is the ni ya, ni paper. Okay, ini dipanggil center spread, back page. Okay, ini dipanggil center spread, middle. Ini dipanggil front page, ini dipanggil back page. Semua ni mahal. Okay, even dalam kalau inside pun kalau let's say lah quarter page ni mau dalam 20-30,000 ringgit have to pay only quarter. Itu pun black and white, color lagi mahal. So you have to be good with the media. Macam cakap kan, be good with the media. If you pandai-pandai, bro, boleh lah bro, sikit letak kat color boleh tak bro? Boleh, berapa ni bang? Tak. But if we have our article, yang diorang nak, media ni dahagakan news. They need the news. Macam kita dahaga, kita nak air. They need the news. So if they think that the article is newsworthy, you bayangkan, you don't pay 20,000 for that quarter page, but you dapat artikel you dalam quarter page. So return on investment, ROI dia, you save the company 20,000 ringgit. Betul? So that's what I did. So what your mother said is very, very true. So just write an article. If you love writing, that's what I love to do. I love writing. I don't love reading, I love writing. So that's what I did. Because and in my practice, daripada MKLN, the chairman, Tan Sri Aloriam, Tan Sri Mustafa Kamal tu, dia beritahu I dulu, try to work with zero cost. Until now, I masih kerja with zero cost. And just imagine when I mentioned earlier just now, when I give talks in 2017, I give talk at universities kan. I give talk to Indonesia, Thailand, Japan, Jordan, Australia. I give free talk. Because that's my passion. That's my passion, and I give free talk. Kalau zero cost, memang zero cost. But they have to pay lah. I punya flight, I punya hotel, dah bayar lah. Tapi my talk is free. Macam tu. So basically, daripada duduk tak buat apa-apa. Okay, let me share with you. Pernah dengar nama Datuk Amir Maidin tak?
Oh, yes, I have.
Siapa dia?
That is a question I cannot answer.
Bernice, Badrina, panggil Bad kan? Badrina, Haziqah,
CEO of my team.
korang Google
No.
Tak Cik.
I know him.
Okay.
I know him from Twitter.
Siapa kata Siapa
CEO of my team.
Apa?
CEO of my team.
Owner of my day.
Oh,
Sorry. Macam bapa dia. Datuk Amir tu anak dia lah. So turun-temurun lah. So he's the owner of it. So I was interviewed with him before. Siapa orang KL sini? Ada orang KL?
Ada Selangor je.
Mana semua ganu lah ni. Okay. So I was interviewed with him, and then lepas tu, but I didn't join the company because masa tu dia tak ada PR department. So he want to have a PR department before they move HQ from Masjid India to Subang Jaya. Okay. So I was interviewed by him, and he said, Shabli, kerja sini makan gaji halal, jangan makan gaji haram. What do you understand from that? Okay, so I asked him, Datuk, what do you mean by that? Okay, siapa pernah pergi Masjid India? Orang ni. Okay, dekat bawah Maidin tu ada banyak kedai makan. Okay, so he asked, did you see any of my staff eating tak tadi? No. Dia kata, but I allow them to eat, but in the office, not outside, number one. Number two, if I pay them RM1, for 1 hour, contoh RM1 for 1 hour, I pay them to work, but they are eating. Tu gaji halal, gaji haram. Right? So basically, when the company is paying you, banyak tau, gaji PR ni besar lah, tak tipu. Okay, when the company is paying you, for example, I pernah dapat gaji like, masa tu, I was with an oil and gas company. My job was only as an editor. And I was paid RM13,000 without allowance. Banyak tak? Kan? And kalau ada artikel, adalah. Tak ada artikel, tak ada artikel. But I tak suka duduk diam. I tak setiap company bayar I RM13,000 tu adalah ada hasilnya. So I will do many things. And you dapat berkat gaji kat situ. Keberkatan gaji kat situ. So that's what I keep on telling students. Bila dah kerja, kalau tak ada kerja, buat kerja juga. Tak kisahlah ke masuk office ke, buat apa, buatlah. Janji ada kerja. And you just imagine, for myself, I just tak suka duduk diam sampai kan even if my team, they tolak troli to, nak, for example, we have event, they tolak troli, I pun tolak troli sama. Because we work together. And I got a warning letter from my management. A manager shouldn't mix around with the lower staff and shouldn't tolak troli. I got a warning letter. Faham kan? So pada tak apalah, warning letter je. It's not a big issue pun. But I nak buat kerja. Even tolak tu pun kerja juga. Right? And we have fun. Okay, next question.